Right, Jack Bean, someone who, well, obviously I was really good friends with your Uncle Danny, God rest him. I could sit and tell you loads of stories about me and Danny. He was one hell of a character. Obviously, I've seen a little bit. I mean, I've always known who you're aware because of who your mum is, and so the last couple of years, you've been a rising star. You've kind of, you know what, like the Frank Sinatra song, you've said, I did it my way. So I know a little bit about your story. You suffer from ADA, is it? So you're a bit bullied, but you thought, you know what?
Yeah.
Hold my pint, hold my coat, and you've just done it yourself. And you've built up an unbelievable little career, Jack. It's unbelievable that you're actually 20 years younger than me. I know I don't look it like, but where did it all start for you?
So I did videos. I did videos back when I was about 10-year-old, right? And I do like YouTube videos with my sister back in the day. I would jump off like a fence backwards and reverse it so it looks like I've got powers, you know. And then I did Facebook. I did Facebook videos of me dancing. I used to like do them a lot, body pop and stuff. I did that for a few years. Then I did funny videos on Facebook. They blew up. You know, I was at the age of 15. I was making a bit of money off Facebook, doing videos, you know, different stuff, promotions. And it was always my dream to do like Facebook and YouTube, you know. And one of my friends said, why don't you jump on TikTok? And I was like, it's not really for me, mate. It's full of cringy people, you know what I mean? And that's what it was back then, really. Anyway, so I thought I'll give it a go, you know what I mean? I jumped on it, did a few videos and stuff, having a laugh, enjoying it, and it just went from there. And then I actually, over time, I grew. I mean, in one night, I've hit over 250,000 followers in a night, which is mental. I know.
Do you know what, Jack? That's phenomenal, because until I kind of discovered who you were with TikTok, my opinion was I'd rather be on a rape charge than on TikTok. So, do you know what? For someone sitting back watching you, you've got natural creative flair, and do you know what? Someone like you're like a bird who's meant to fly. How have you dealt with like all the trolls and all the negative stuff? People think, oh, well, he's a little bit different, I'll go and have a go at him and all that.
I've been dealing with the trolls since I started Facebook when I was 15. You know, I got bullied a lot then, majorly. I got spat on in the street. I got my nose snapped by a girl. I got hit in public for no reason. You know, people just didn't like it. They thought I was a freak, and I'm a creep, and they were all laughing. But you know what it is, Jamie? They ain't laughing no more, mate. You know what I mean? That, you know, so they used to give me a lot of shit back then. They used to add me into group chats. The popular people, right? The reason I do that is because they're not popular no more. No one gives a fuck about them. No one gives it. You know, no one cares about these people now. You know what I mean? So, and it's mad how it changes, because I'm so happy that it has flourished into this type of career, because you know, like I said, I got majorly bullied back then, and how I dealt with it is, you know, the more success you get, the more focused you are on that thing. So you don't really give a fuck, you know. If I'm doing my videos every day, putting in the work, getting the views up, money's coming in, and someone goes, I wouldn't dare be you, I wouldn't dare do videos. Well, you're not, so I'm not asked. You know what I mean? You go to your job that you hate. You go and work in a fucking warehouse job that you really are depressed about. You know, and you want to give crap to someone who's trying to make it out of work in a normal job. You know, because I've worked normal jobs. I've worked about 10 different jobs. You know, I didn't just jump straight into it. I didn't come out of school into this video and money, and you know, that didn't happen. You know.
So, Jack, I mean, can I ask you a question? I mean, the sound's not really great on my side. So this is why I'm a bit leaning in, a bit creepy, like a bit like Ronnie Cray. But you know what? So I mean, I spoke to Sean Atwood a little bit. You know, yeah. Do you know? Honestly, I need to sort this out. Maybe it's my thing, but this is why I'm a bit like old manish.
No, it's all right. Don't worry about it, man. It's all right.
But anyway, Jack, how bad did it get for you when you were low and you were starting off and no one knew you, and all of a sudden you were this kid who was different, who was charismatic, flamboyant, but no one in Middlesbrough's like that, from Brambles Farm or Berwick Hills or Park End. So you're more accepted if you're fighting and you're taking drugs and all this and that. So how bad did it get for the young Jack Bean?
Oh, really bad, man. I didn't want to be in many times. You know, I had people. I would never want to go to social events. You know, it would give me so much anxiety. People would judge me. They would take the piss out of me. You know, I had no money. I had nothing. And yeah, it got bad, man. I didn't want to go on my phone. I didn't want to go home after being out with my friends because I didn't want to check my phone. It was at home. And I know people say, oh, well, if it's that bad, just turn your phone off. It's not as easy as that, man, you know. And like I said, they'd add me to group chats, these popular people, with about 100 to 200 people who are popular. And I would just get bullied to bits. Photoshops of me on and beans and stuff, you know.
Jack, do you know what, Jack? I've seen that myself. So, you know what? I always observed you a little bit, just purely because you're Danny's nephew. I've always kind of watched Trenton's story and a few of the others, but obviously when my missus said that's Danny's nephew, probably 14 years ago or something, so I was always aware of you, and particularly when you started about 2015, you started really flourishing and making a name. And do you know what? I don't mind admitting that for someone 20 years younger, I've kind of sat back and I've took back and I thought, do you know what? I want to be like that kid. Because obviously I get all the negative stuff and the trolls and you fat lesbian looking bastard and you look like, you know, which I do look like I've just walked off the set of Prisoner Cell Block H because of my hair and that. But you know what? When it first started, I didn't know how to take it. And that's when I started developing anxiety tics and all this. And but do you know what, mate? I really take me off to you, Jack, because you know, it's an inspirational story. And I mean, you know, I've looked at some of your social media the last couple of months and you sat there with John Terry and Terry Stone and all these kind of people.
Yeah, it's mental, you know, like me and Terry Stone are good friends. Me and John talk quite a lot now. John Terry's a really good guy, you know. The maddest thing about it, Jamie, was when I went for a lunch, like a meal with them, John Terry asked me for a photo. He knew who I was. I didn't ask John, you know what I mean? So, which was the most craziest feeling I've had. You know, look, it's just people, like you said, people don't care unless you're doing drugs or you're a fighter or you're in the popular doing. I don't know. It's stupid, really. You know what I mean? And yeah, with the trolls, you get a lot of that, mate, when you're coming up. You know what I mean? And now I don't know. I do get them. I definitely get them. But I shouldn't be, and I really shouldn't be. But I'm very confrontational, very, very. So if I hear someone say something about my videos in public, I say, "What the fuck you talking about?" You know what I mean? I'm just a normal guy like everyone else. You know, I just do videos for a living. But if people want to start saying stuff to me in person, that's a different story. You know what I mean? I don't fight. I'm not a fighter, but I will definitely hold my own, and I will not have someone speak or disrespect me in front of my face for no reason. That's just bullying, man. You know, back in the day, I used to say to people, I went to a few schools, right? I went to a normal school, UCA, then Prince Bishop, which is a behaviour school, then Nunthorpe. Then I got basically bullied out in Nunthorpe, back to Prince Bishop. You know, and it's very mental because, right, I don't judge anyone for anything. The job, the sexuality, the colour of the skin. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck if you sleep with animals. You know what I mean? If you're nice to me, I'm nice to you. I don't agree with judging people on these choices that they make, you know, unless they're obviously being a nonce or something, and that's I'll judge you then. But you know, these choices people make. You want to wear a fucking pink suit to a funeral. You wear a pink suit to the funeral. I'm not a person that likes to. I don't know, man. I like to. If someone said to me, right, oh, I've just got a pay rise there. How much was it? Oh, an extra £1 an hour. I am like, you fucking hell, that's massive. You should be so like that. That's big. You know, I don't get any of that. I never did back in the day, man. Never. My family were always been supportive of my videos and in that, but they've never, you know, at one point my mum we argued a lot, you know, she wanted me to get a normal job. She didn't want me to have nothing, basically. You know, she didn't know this would work out. I knew. I always knew. And anyway, so we had a lot of arguments. I had no job sometimes because I'd either finish the job as a labourer, waiting for another job, or I'd get sacked. No, I never got sacked from a labouring job. I got sacked from like call centres, you know, fuck them call centres. You know what I mean? Fair Sauce can eat my ass. BT can eat my ass. You know what I mean? These jobs, Nifco can eat my ass. These are all companies that showed me. I mean, don't get me wrong. BT showed me respect, and that's probably one of the only jobs I did. So I was joking with BT, but with Nifco and what's that last one I just said there? What's
BT
that one on the phone? Fair Sauce, mate. The reason I got shouted at, I shot a computer at this guy who was bullying me. He was bullying me for ages in there, and I threatened him. I was like, I was gonna smash his head in. And he flipped it on me. He started saying to the manager that he's scared for his life, and he's scared I might attack his kids when he walked. He's just talking shit. If I knew his name, I'd tell you his name. I don't know his name because when I see him, I'll still slap him. You know what I mean? I've not forgot about people that have bullied me. I've not, and I'm very passionate about keeping that thought in my head because I see a few people that bullied me. I used to cry myself to sleep many nights over some people that bullied me. And you know what? Some of them serving me in McDonald's. Some of them are serving me in Couplands. And don't get me wrong, these are not bad jobs. But for these people to give me shit for what I do and they're working in a place like this when they're meant to be doing something bigger is hilarious. And I love to see it. It's karma, man. Karma does this to people. You know,
yeah.
I've always...
Jack, can I ask you? So obviously with your name, I suppose, I mean, when I told my son I was talking to Jack Beanie, he's 14, he was like, no way, Dad, do you reckon you can get him to follow me on Instagram? So do you ever get the people who are kind of like, they're just trying to attach themselves onto you and they want to be your friend because you're this kind of cool, famous guy now, but years ago, they didn't want to know you?
I've got loads of that. Loads. I've got, like I said, it's many of them and the ones that bullied me. You know, they're one of the, or they want me to share their fucking sweet company. You know what I mean? Yeah, I get that a lot. I get a lot of people who try and use me for my knowledge on how to get out of a normal job to a different job. The thing I have all the answers to get out of a job and all this. I've had people try and use me for money. I've had people use me. I've had a lot of people try and use me for money. Loads. I've had a lot of people use me for followers and shout outs. Yeah, many people. You know what I mean? I'm meant to be in a movie this year with Terry Stone and all them. I don't think I'm going to do it. Truthfully, mate. Don't get me wrong, I like him. He's a good guy. You know, I have nothing against any of these people. I love them. John Terry's not a part of this conversation. John is so genuine, and I have nothing bad to say about John Terry. But you know, I'm not going to be in the movie. I think I'm just going to back out. It's going to be on Netflix and everything, and meant for me, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I've got my reasons.
So Jack, I mean,
people just don't want to. People just don't want to pay your worth. Let's just put it that way. I mean, look at this. Look at this, Jamie. I got this tattoo film. Can you still hear me?
Do you know what? The sound's really, really bad, Jack. Can you hear me clearly?
There you go. It's right now. It's working now.
Hello? Can you hear me, Jack?
You see me?
Can you hear me? Hello?
He's crackling up. 1 second. 1 second. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Which one's 1 second? Let me try and connect to the Wi-Fi.
Any luck? Are you still there, Jack?
Can you see me? I'll tell you what I'll do. 1 second. I'll put it on my hotspot. There you go. Okay, is it working now?
Yeah, that is. Can you hear me, Jack?
Yeah.
Right. So, sorry about that, mate. I don't know what's wrong. I mean, I've really struggled to hear you from the from the start. So I mean, now you're 22. What's your plans? Where's the Jack Bean story going to end? Obviously, you're going to be on the Sean Atwood podcast very soon. One or two other big ones. Yeah. I'd rather not mention, but I've already spoke to him last night. Where's the Jack Bean story going? Where are you going? Are you going to be a comedian? Are you going to be into TikTok all the time? Films, documentaries, books? I know I'm a handsome author, but just overall, where's the story going to end?
This is a part of it that I'm not sure about. You know what I mean? I want to do, like, eventually I want to be doing vlogs every day of my life and getting paid to vlog my life. You know, like YouTube. I'm more than happy. I would love my own show. You know, I'd love to do that. I'd love to get into a bit of acting, to be honest. But I don't know. I haven't thought that far ahead, to be honest with you, Jamie. I just, you know, lately I've been, like today, I've switched up my content. I went from doing all the old videos I do with a green screen, and I've switched it up now to doing what I enjoy. So daft videos here and there, because I wasn't feeling great about it. You know what I mean? I don't know where it's going to end up, mate. I'm not sure yet. That's a good question. I'll have to have a think about that. Not sure.
Well, you've got time on your hands. Do you know what? I'd love to sit down. We'll do a proper one over the next couple of weeks. Sean Atwood, do you know who he is?
Yeah, of course, I know Sean. Yeah.
So he's a big fan of you. I was talking to, I've been talking the last couple of days with him and Jen, and you know, they're normally into true crime and that kind of thing. And I said, listen, as a kid from Middlesbrough, you need to meet him. And he, you know, they've watched you and all that. And I mean, that could be a, you know, obviously there's a few other ones as well. Probably don't want to mention, but do you know what I mean? So you've got your own shop in Middlesbrough. Is that right, Jack?
No, so I was a part of it, and because the only reason I'm not is because I'm so busy. That's all. So I backed out of that. But I still stand behind it. It's the healthy habit. Yeah, I came up with the name. You know, there's Gordon. You know, it's Gordon and James. They run it now, and it's really good. The meals there are really good. You know what I mean? They're really good there. But yeah, no, I'm not a part of it anymore. No, not anymore.
Yeah. So do you know what, Jack? I want to do a proper one with you next couple of weeks. But for anyone who's watching this, because I'm going to share it on a lot of platforms later, how can people? So if they're watching Jack Bean and think, I want some advice off him, I'd like to do some kind of business inquiry. How can people? What's the best way to get in touch with you?
So if you're wanting to do business, like what you need to do is go on to like on my TikTok or on my Instagram. Yeah, I've got a business email that my management run. That they do it all. You can go onto that, or you can Instagram message me, Facebook. You know what I mean? There's plenty of ways. If you go on my Instagram, you know I always see Instagram, so you could definitely get me on that. Yeah, probably Instagram, mate, to be honest with you.
Right. And what's life like for you at the minute? Are you married, kids? Are you a granddad yet, or what?
No, I've got no kids. No. What I'm doing is we're currently moving into our first home, so we're waiting on the solicitors, and we're moving into our first home. Yeah, so that'll be exciting.
Is that in Middlesbrough?
Yeah, Middlesbrough. Yeah, I won't say where, but it's an apartment. It's gonna be smart. It's very nice. We're gonna make it like a penthouse. You know what I mean? So
Do you know what? I mean, all that's come from your drive. This little kid who had a lot of energy, was a bit strange, was a bit different, but that's come from it. And do you know what? I take my hat off to you. And do you know what? When I'm with you, Jack, the next couple of weeks or whatever, I want to sit down and do a proper one with you. I've told Sean Atwood, I said, listen, this kid, you're gonna love him. Obviously, he'll open the door because your TikTok, your Instagram, but you're not really YouTube, Jack, are you?
No, I know. My management keeps telling me to get onto it, and I haven't been onto it properly yet. But I will. I have been before, but I will get back onto it definitely. You know what I mean? 100%, mate. Yeah, I will eventually, definitely.
Do you know what? I just can't help think, but you are basically an untold story, ready to be unveiled to the millions, mate. You really, really are. And listen, I'll share this, mate, but let's do something proper in the next couple of weeks because I can't really hear you, so I've been creeping in like a proper pervy old man. Use the kids there, young boy.
Whenever you want, man. You know, like I've got so much to like. This is not even a quarter of it all. You know, I have got the law of attraction to speak about. There's loads of stuff. Do you know what the law of attraction is, Jamie?
Sean Atwood told me about it the other week. He's reading it, and it's basically it helps you with the trolls and all that, doesn't it?
It does more than that, mate. It's legit 100%. Whether you believe in it or not, it works. It got me to where I am today, definitely. Just by you have to put in the work, but believing in, and you have to be vocal with it, telling everyone where you're going to be, and you end up like that. Like I've done it plenty of times on money, saying I'm going to make this amount of money this year. People laughed at me, you know what I mean? And I made more than that money. So when we have a sit down properly, or with Sean Atwood, I'll explain it more in depth then. But it changed my life, and it changed a lot of big people's lives I know, and a lot of big celebrities out there. It's 100% legit, man. It's like a quick one for you. Have you ever woke up in a bad mood, right, Jamie, and you I don't know, you stub your toe, you've slept in, right? So then you stub your toe, then you spill coffee on you, and your whole day will spiral, yeah? You try and wake up with a mindset of today's going to be like a mint day, today's going to be a great day, and you say to yourself in the mirror, affirmations, and it's true, man. There's a film on Netflix I recommend. Every podcast I do, I recommend this, called The Secret. It changed my life. 100% it changed my life, and it'll definitely, without a doubt, change many people.
There was a favour, mate. Can you WhatsApp me that trailer, that film, and I'll probably watch it tonight. But listen, mate, I know that I've got. I mean, my phone's full of actors, footballers, boxers. So I've met a lot of people on this journey. I never quite get over looking at my phone and going to the wife, Alan Shearer's ringing me, or Martin O'Neill or someone. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's unbelievable. Yeah. But do you know what?
This is what I mean.
It's like, as I said, I'm 20 years older than you, but I can't help but look up to you, mate. But listen, if there's anything I can do, Jack, listen, next couple of weeks, we'll get you Sean Atwood sorted. We'll do a proper podcast. My apologies, mate. It's probably my Nokia 3210.
Yeah.
But listen, big love, mate. An absolute pleasure, Jack, and we'll be in touch.
Appreciate that, man.
Thanks for your time, Jack. God bless.
You too, mate. See you soon, brother.